I need you to look at me. I need you to stop scrolling, stop multitasking, and look at me. Because we need to have a conversation about the lie you've been telling yourself. The psychology of your stagnation is simple, but it is deadly. You are suffering from a conflict of identity. There's the person you present to the world, the one who talks about goals, the one who posts the quotes, the one who talks a big game about 2026 being your year. And then there's the person you meet in the quiet of the night. That person knows the truth. That person knows you are operating at 40%. That person knows you are addicted to comfort. That person feels the crushing weight of potential that is rotting inside of you. And the reason you are anxious, the reason you are depressed, the reason you feel that heavy tightness in your chest is not because the world is too hard. It is because your soul is screaming at you for betraying it. You are betraying your own DNA. You are betraying the very gift that God placed in your belly before you were formed in the womb. When you look at your dreams, when you look at that vision board, when you close your eyes and see the house, the impact, the legacy, the freedom, and then you open your eyes and look at your bank account or look at your relationships or look at your habits, and it feels so far from your reality. What keeps you going? What is the bridge between the nightmare of now and the dream of the future? Most of you crumble right there. The gap is too wide. The canyon is too deep. You look at the distance and you say, it's impossible. But I'm here to tell you that the distance is an illusion. The distance is only there because you are measuring it with logic, and your dream requires faith. Life is going to happen to you when you have a dream. Please understand this. The moment you declare, I am going to be something, the universe is going to check your temperature. You are going to get slapped around. You are going to get knocked down. Life is going to catch you on the blind side. And there are many times that a dream will test you. It will ask you, are you serious? How badly do you want it? Not how much do you kind of want it? Not how much would it be nice to have it? I mean, do you want it like you want to breathe? That's going to happen to you. The test is coming. Are you willing to pay the price? Are you? Because everybody wants the prize, but nobody wants the process. Everybody wants the podium, but nobody wants to practice. Everybody wants the glory, but nobody wants to grind. If you are willing, get ready for war. Because guess what? When you decide to break out of the box, when you decide to leave the plantation of average, when you decide you are not going to be like your cousin and your daddy and your friends from the neighborhood, when you go to attack it, the dream killers are going to come out. And here's the psychological trick. The dream killers are rarely strangers. They are usually the people holding your hand. They are the people sleeping in your bed. They are the people at your dinner table. They are going to laugh at you. They are going to mock you. They are going to say, who do you think you are? You ain't got no degree. You came from the bottom. You stutter. You too short. You too old. It's too late. And if you cannot live with that internal belief, if you cannot lock yourself in a mental bunker where their noise cannot reach your soul, you will die of mediocrity. You have to know where you are going, even when nobody else will go with you. It is not going to be easy. I need you to stop looking for easy. Easy is the catastrophic failure of your character. I remember laying on the floor, eating out of trash cans, homeless in Detroit. I remember looking out of abandoned building windows, shivering, daydreaming, asking myself, Eric Thomas, can you do this? Can you really turn this around? Can you make this happen? And for a long time, the answer was silence. But eventually, something said within me, you are the one. I need you to say that right now. I don't care where you are. I don't care if you're on the bus, in the gym, or in your office. I need you to whisper it, then say it louder. I am the one. It starts with you. You guys can recreate your DNA right now. I don't care what your daddy did or didn't do. I don't care if your mama was an alcoholic. I don't care if your grandfather was illiterate. You want to change your bloodline? Who's going to do it? Is Superman coming? No. Is the lottery coming? No. Someone else got to come, or are you the one? I realized I was the one in my family. I looked around at the poverty. I looked around at the brokenness. I looked around at the almost and the could have and the should have. And I said, the buck stops with Eric. Who is it going to be of yours? The one person who shows up in the family and says, nope, I'm the hero. I'm the savior of this lineage. I change our family tree forever. I make my family proud of me. I change our generational wealth because I refuse. I fundamentally, biologically, spiritually refuse to be invisible. I refuse to be a victim. Yeah, I had a difficult upbringing. Yeah, my father wasn't there. Yeah, the school system failed me. So what? I'm not invisible. I'm not a victim. I'm a victor. I'm the one who doesn't quit. I'm the one who doesn't give in. I'm the one who keeps growing. I'm the one who keeps dreaming when everyone thinks I'm crazy. I'm the one. You could be the one because there's something in you right now. That agitation you feel, that frustration, that is your destiny disturbing your slumber. That is your future bullying your present. It tells you this is not it for you. You have not peaked here. You are working a job that barely pays the bills and you think this is it? No, there is more in you that you are expressing. If you challenge yourself, if you persist and persevere, if you take ownership for your life, you can shift the atmosphere. Somebody doubted you out there? Good. Use it as fuel. You don't say a word. You don't argue with them. You don't go to Twitter and have a debate. Right now, what I want you to do is self-educate and study harder than ever. Literally believe in yourself unlike you've ever believed in yourself before. And you know what? We're going to torture our haters with our success. We are going to bury them with results. If you go into a fight, do you think you're going to lose? If you walk in the ring thinking you might get knocked out, you are going to get knocked out. Yes. You can never doubt yourself. Never. The moment doubt creeps in, it's like a virus. It multiplies. Once you start questioning yourself, you already lost. Once you start wondering, maybe they're right, maybe I'm not good enough, you have already forfeited the championship. Even if you don't believe, believe. Fake it until the neuroplasticity of your brain rewires itself to believe it. How many of you right now are a little bit comfortable? You got a little car, a little apartment, a little savings account. Burn it. Burn the bridge. Stay starving, not stay hungry. Hungry people eat a snack and they're full. I need you to stay starving. You are starving for greatness. You are starving for success. You are starving to manifest the glory of God in your life. One day it ain't gonna be a dream unless you stop dreaming. You can starve your way from nothing to everything. If you are willing to rise, I want you to climb the mountain. I don't care what the mountain is. I don't care if the mountain is a PhD. I don't care if the mountain is losing 100 pounds. I don't care if the mountain is building a Fortune 500 company. You're not where you want to be, climb it. Whatever your goal is, you keep going until you get there. It doesn't matter how long it takes. It took me 12 years to get a 4-year degree. 12 years. Most people would have quit. Most people would have said, I'm too old. It doesn't matter how much research it takes. It doesn't matter how much money it takes. Once you are focused on a particular thing, you spend all of your waking hours on a solution. You become obsessed. You take that information and you keep going and you keep going and you're not going to stop until you get it. Stop looking for affirmation. Stop looking for your mommy to pat you on the back. Stop looking for your boss to tell you good job. You are a grown man. You are a grown woman. You pat yourself on the back. You just get up on Monday and grind, and get up on Tuesday and grind, and get up on Wednesday and grind, and get up on Thursday and grind, and get up on Friday and grind. And on Saturday, you grind. And on Sunday, you pray and you grind. You got to go into warrior mode. You're going to have to go into beast mode. You can't do nothing significant in gazelle mode. A gazelle wakes up and runs just fast enough not to get eaten. A lion wakes up and runs fast enough to eat so he doesn't starve. Which one are you? Nothing happened in run mode, give up mode, quit mode, scared mode, fearful mode. Nothing happens. Everything happens in lion mode. Like I'm coming to get you. I'm coming to get what's mine. I'm coming to take the territory. When a guy goes and rises to the top, how does he do it? Because he's made a decision here in the mind that he's going to the top. He's unreasonable. He's unrealistic. You cannot be realistic and be legendary. Logic doesn't produce legends. You got to get to a point where you're ready to grind and you're ready to get to the next level. Be small? No, be giant. I will not stop when others stop. I will not quit when it gets hard. I will not complain. I will not worry. I will not break. I will find a way when there is no way. I will find an opportunity when it doesn't exist. I will kick down the door, and if the door is made of steel, I will cut through the roof. I'm telling you, dream. I want you to feel it. I want you to taste it. Just like when the weather is changing, you can feel the humidity in the air. You can smell the rain coming before it drops. I want you to be able to feel when you're getting closer to it. I need you to eat the dream. I need you to sleep the dream. I need you to talk the dream. I need you to walk into a room and people feel the dream radiating off your skin. You have to see it when nobody else sees it. You have to feel it when it's not tangible. You have to believe it when you cannot see it. You got to be possessed with the dream. And every single day, you got to wake up and put forth action. It's time to put your pieces together of your puzzle. I put mine together. Nobody helped me to get here. I had to get up. I had to go to class when I was tired. I had to read when my eyes were burning. I had to study when the club was popping. I had to write when I had writer's block. I understood that the dream is real, but the lifestyle is real too. You have to take all your energy for the dream because you're going to need it because you don't know what's going to happen. Life normally breaks you because when it hits you, you weren't ready. You were soft. You were complacent. But if you stay ready, you ain't got to get ready. If you stay ready and you stay plugged up to your source, when you hear bad news, it don't break you because you already energized. You have a reserve tank. You remember when you first saw a vision? Remember that first day you had the idea for the business? You was hyped up. You were calling everybody. You keep that energy. Why? Because when I got this energy, I attract certain things. Energy is currency. When I got this energy, I attract certain opportunities. People want to be around fire. They don't want to be around ice. Some days you're not going to feel like getting up. I'm telling you the truth. I'm not going to lie to you and say every day is sunshine. Some days it's dark. Some days it's cold, but the dream is going to push you. Some days you're not going to feel like keeping going, but the dream is going to pull you. The way to ignite the dream is you got to shut out every single thing. You have to put the blinders on and you got to believe I am the greatest. I must be the greatest. Not because I'm cocky, not because I'm arrogant, but because God doesn't make junk. I got to tell myself I'm the best if I'm going to be the best. If I don't sell me on me, nobody else is going to buy. I got to believe in me before anybody else believes in me. I tell you, under every single circumstance, keep dreaming. Keep looking at your dream. Keep focusing on your dream. Keep going after the dream. And you got to get to a point where you are so locked in. You are so centered. You are so dialed in that you don't hear anything around you. The noise of the market, the noise of politics, the noise of the haters, it's silence. All you hear is the dream saying, let's go. One more rep, one more class, one more email, one more call, one more embarrassment. You have to be willing to be embarrassed. You have to be willing to look stupid. One more hour in your push. One more hard effort. Perform a little bit more energy. Give me a little bit more effort. Don't give up. Don't give in. All the hell you going through in the process is preparing you to make the dream become a reality. The fire is not there to burn you. The fire is there to mold you. The pressure is not there to crush you. The pressure is there to create the diamond. I want you to do an assignment right now. Write down at least 5 reasons on why you deserve your dream. Not why you want it, why you deserve it. Have you paid the price? Write down why you won't give up. What's going to make you unstoppable? Is it your kids? Is it your mother? Is it the promise you made to yourself? What is it that will make it worth it for you when you want to give up? To face the rejections. What will make you overcome enormous barriers that most people will give up on? Because you want some different kind of results in your life. You gotta be willing to be unreasonable. Logical, practical thinking says you can't do it today. Logic says you don't have the capital. Logic says the economy is bad. Logic says you are a minority. Logic says you are a woman. Logic says you are too short. Forget logic. Part of being unreasonable is that you don't judge according to appearances. You judge according to potential. Part of being unreasonable is you can see it because you believe it. That's part of being unreasonable. Part of being unreasonable is you must have the faith to call forth those things that do not exist as though they were. That's part of being unreasonable. You have to become undeniable. You have to be so good they can't ignore you. Yes, it's hard. Yes, I'm ready for it to be hard. Don't worry about the difficulty level. Whatever stands in my way, I'm willing to pay this price for this breakthrough, for this talent, for this skill, for this dream. Yes, I've been knocked down. Yes, I've been devastated. Yes, I've cried myself to sleep. Yes, I've been divorced. Yes, I've been bankrupt, but I'm back now and I won't give up. I refuse to be denied. If you lose today, you still win because you showed up. If you win, you win. If you lose, you learn, so you win. You have to reframe the psychology of loss. It is not a loss. It is a lesson. And most of you, when it don't work out the way you think it should work out, you fold, you quit, you break, you run back to safety. And what you don't know is that those of us who are successful have learned to take a hit, get knocked down, wipe the blood off our mouth, smile, and get back up. When you get to a point when you make a decision to be relentless, there are things that people who are relentless get that people who are not get. The universe opens doors for the relentless that remain locked for the casual. You go through any obstacle, you go through any test, you go through any trial, you start over, you have to. You look at it again if you have to. You reanalyze if you have to. That is the relentless mindset. You break that wall down before that wall breaks you. We know as we start working on it that it's not optional. It is necessary. It is like oxygen. That I live my dream, that I do my work, that I'm working constantly to express who I am. I'm working constantly, experimenting with life, trying to find out what my stuff is, what I'm supposed to do. And for some of you, you stop dreaming. You dream for a week and you stop because things around you don't look good. You treat your dream like a hobby. Hobbies cost you money. Dreams make you money. You dream for a month, and when you get hit in the mouth, you quit and you give up. You dream for a while, and when people tell you you're crazy, when people tell you you're stupid, when people tell you you can never get it done, you stop dreaming and you go back to knowledge. You go back to what is safe. Everybody talk that talk. Everybody has a quote on their Instagram bio. Everybody talk about going to the next level. Everybody talk about next level living, but everybody is not willing to die for it. Everybody talking it, but when it's time to pay up, the line gets short. And when it's time to pay, there are people who are not willing to pay. You're going to have to sacrifice some sleep to get this one. You can't sleep 8 hours and have a dream that requires 20 hours of work. You're going to have to sacrifice some friendship to get to this one. You can't hang out with chickens and expect to soar with eagles. You'll have to sacrifice some entertainment to get to this point. You know all the stats for the football game, but you don't know the stats for your own industry. That's the problem. And the only way you prove to yourself that you really want it is you no longer hit the snooze button. The snooze button is the first defeat of the day. When you hit snooze, you are telling your dreams, wait. You are telling your goals you are not important. You no longer take shortcuts. You take the stairs. You are willing to do whatever it takes to get to that milestone. And I know that it stops here. I know that it's on me. I know that I'm the one that's got to do this. No government program is coming to save me. I know it's not going to be easy. It's going to be hard, but it's worth it because it's my life's purpose. It is the reason I breathe. And once you go through that fire, once you go through that pressure, that brings you to the next level. Then it's done. Now the universe is lining up on your side. Why? Because it trusts you. Because of your courage, because of your faith, because of your determination, because of your guts, because of your imagination, because of your relentlessness. Listen to me. You have greatness within you. But greatness is not a destiny. It is a decision. You have to decide today, not tomorrow, today, that you are going to be the one, that you are going to suffer for the dream, that you are going to starve for the dream, that you are going to hunt for the dream. Don't let this moment pass